Okay, guys, these are my picks for Week 16 in the NFL, along with the tiebreaker, which is the GVSU game against Hillsdale, which is this upcoming Saturday. So we're going to get right into it. This week in the NFL, Thursday game is the Colts against the Jaguars. It'll be the last Thursday game of the season. I'm going to go with the Colts. The Jaguars squeaked out a win last week against the Panthers. Don't expect it. The Colts offense is looking more like its usual self. Peyton Manning's throwing the ball pretty well, and they're also running the ball pretty well with Dominic Rhodes. Then Sunday, the Ravens are playing the Cowboys. Actually, no, this is a Saturday game. Excuse me. The Ravens, I'm going with them. I think that the Cowboys got lucky last week against the Giants. Expect the Ravens to, with their better defense, to come up and shut down the Cowboys' offense. And I think Joe Flacco will throw for enough yards and 2 touchdowns. So that's my prediction. The Bengals and the Browns. Boy, this is going to be an ugly game, but I'm going to go with the Browns. The Bengals, even though they won last week, I wouldn't expect them to beat the Browns here. So I'm going to go with the Browns. 49ers against the Rams. This one's pretty easy. I think the 49ers are going to win. Their defense has been pretty solid the last 4 weeks under Mike Singletary. Their offense has been clicking a little bit too. The Rams are just playing terrible. Even though Steven Jackson is back, he hasn't been able to do much. So, 49ers. And Saints against the Lions. A lot of people are saying that the Lions have got a pretty good chance of screwing up the perfect season. Especially considering their last 2 opponents are pretty weak and out of the playoffs pretty much. I'm going to say that the Saints are going to win this one. They have enough offense to beat the Lions. Anybody pretty much would. The Steelers are playing the Titans. This one looks pretty good on paper, but the Titans have been slipping the last few weeks. I'm going to go with the Steelers here. They're looking prime for a deep playoff run, and I don't think the Titans are going to be able to stop them, especially having Albert Haynesworth and Kyle Vanderbush out. So that'll hurt the defense. The Dolphins are playing the Chiefs in Kansas City. I still think the Dolphins are going to win this one. The Chiefs have been inconsistent this year on offense and defense. I think that the Dolphins, with their consistent defense, are going to find ways to score points. So I expect the Dolphins to come out. Then the Cardinals are playing the Patriots. The Cardinals got upset sort of last week by Minnesota. Now they're having to go to New England in the middle of December, and they have to play the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to pull this one out. I mean, Matt Castle just threw for 4 touchdowns this last game, and he's looking real comfortable in that offense now. The defense is pretty banged up, but I think the weather's going to be a factor in this one, so expect the Patriots to be a winner. The Chargers against the Bucks. This one's interesting. The Chargers, I don't know. I don't believe that they have a chance at the playoffs anymore, but the Bucks are certainly fighting for their playoff lives. This one's in Tampa Bay, so I'm going with the Bucks. I think Jeff Garcia is going to come off. Well, actually, I don't know if Jeff Garcia is even going to play, but whoever the Bucks are playing, I think that they're going to be pretty good. Their defense is usually solid at home, so expect the Buccaneers to come out. Texans are playing the Raiders. Texans scored a big upset last week, beating the Titans, and their offense has been pretty good this entire season, so I'm going to go with the Texans over the Raiders. The Bills are playing the Broncos in the Mile High Stadium. If you didn't catch it last week, the Bills were playing the Jets, and they made some really boneheaded moves. They decided to pass on a 3rd down when they should have run, and it cost them the game. So I'm going to go with the Broncos in this one. I think that they're going to have enough offense to beat out the Bills. There have been some big coaching mistakes on that Buffalo sideline, so I don't expect Dick Strawn back for next year. The Jets are playing the Seahawks. Here comes the New York's easy win that they desperately need right now. Seahawks, they've been playing better, but they're definitely not a good team. The Jets are a good team, and they've been playing terrible, but I still think that they have enough to beat the Seahawks. Falcons are playing the Vikings in the Metrodome. Vikings scored a big upset against the Cardinals last week. Falcons beat the Buccaneers, so both teams coming in on high. I think the Falcons have a better offense, and I think their defense, even though it's worse than what Minnesota has, I think is a better balance between the pass and the run defense. So I'd say that the Falcons have a good chance of coming out of the Metrodome with another win and on their way to the playoffs after the debacle that was last year. Nope, this is still a Sunday afternoon game. Eagles against the Redskins. Redskins are basically out of the playoffs. Eagles still have a fighting chance. They need a little help, but they need to win the next 2 games. So I'm going to go with the Eagles against Washington. That's my pick. Sunday night game, Panthers are playing the Giants. This has been looked forward to for many weeks, and basically the winner of this game will be the #1 seed in the NFC side of the bracket for the playoffs. I'm going to go with the Panthers. They're playing very well in the past month. The Giants, they're starting to get nicked up. I think Plaxico Burress meant more to that offense than what most people give him credit for. He drew a lot of double teams and he opened up a lot of receivers. I know that Eli Manning has been a better quarterback because of him. He's still a pretty good quarterback, but the G-men are going to be missing a few players, so I'm going to go with the Panthers. And then the Monday night game is a grudge match between the Packers and the Bears. Packers have nothing to play for except for pride. The Bears are still fighting for an NFC North title. I'm going to go with the Bears because I know Andy's going to go with the Packers. So those are my picks for Week 16. And my tiebreaker is the score differential between the Grand Valley basketball team against Hillsdale, which is this Saturday. I'm going to go with a score differential of 13 points. 12 worked out for me last week. I'm going to go with 13 this week. So those are my picks. Hopefully Andy's got something up too. So until next week, I'm Zach for the A to Z Sports Show. And hopefully you'll be listening to me next semester at thewhale.org WCKS. Thanks for watching.